There's never been a better time to start documenting than right now. Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it. Ferris Bueller. Wow! Yes! It's about pressing record and documenting your life, your journey, and your experiences. Clip by clip, photo by photo, moment by moment. It's about capturing the things that matter the most while also documenting those boring and mundane moments too. Do it with a phone. Do it with a camera, but do it. Because life is fleeting and there's something so magical about looking back and watching a video you created. And with that in mind, for nearly 2 weeks, my fiance and I shot, captured, and documented our adventures as we drove some 2,500 miles on one epic road trip. And no moment is too mundane. What seems boring can be so visually interesting. I mean, how many coffee montages have you seen? I've seen a ton of them. People writing notes at their desk or just being out in public, like we're in Oklahoma, heading to Texas. And I just see these beautiful flowering trees. I had to stop. Let's keep going.
Church, 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 First Baptist Church, establishing shot at the church. Now go.
Hey, I'm right
medium
here.
shot. We at
Hey, I'm
the
still right here.
church.
What do you think? I love the symmetry of this church. But how exactly do you make it happen? What are some of the things you should pay attention to? Is an iPhone enough? Absolutely. An iPhone, an Android. What really matters, as you've heard so many times, is the story, what you share, and then just some simple techniques that I want to talk about because it's what I really enjoy when it comes to making video. So one of the things I always think about is symmetry, balance, like looking for structure in an image. And that's why I wanted to start off with kind of a very wide, what's called an establishing shot. And again, the thing that's so exciting for me is that the technology in phones today is incredible. And literally you have all the things that are needed to craft and create great videos with a phone, use a camera, but use something, and again, get started with the process. So as we continue heading south into Texas, let's talk about some of the fun different angles, some of the technical aspects, and really how to really document this life of yours. I'll try to do the same. Let's carry on. And another thing I want to share is that there will be so many people that will be compelled to share what you should do and how you should make videos. Like I remember once someone sharing, like if you buy a nice camera and you're not filming an S-Log3, catastrophe. Fact is, we all learn on our own timeline. You do you, it'll be more than enough. And the thing is the car is dirty, but the window is clean. So I can get a nice kind of reflection and a creative angle. Awesome. Dig when I'm laying down?
Keep right onto US 281, then take a sharp left turn onto County Road 1020.
So one of the things to consider obviously is the light, the sun, golden hour absolutely all the time, but you don't want to let these moments pass you by, so try both. Right now, the sun is perfectly exposing me, but we're going to go over here, and I can't wait to show you these wind turbines because it creates just such a panoramic, beautiful view. We'll see how it looks. So this is the same location, just shooting into the sun, but I think this is the shot. I think this is beautifully cinematic, and thankfully the sun is slightly diffused by a light layer of clouds. Incredible. Cinematic. Looks good, baby. We had to stop. I mean, these crazy, tall, really big, like the grasses are so big here. And then there's this beautiful tree, and it's majestic and fantastic. And you kind of come over here, not worrying about all the traffic, and then you notice we made it to Texas. Woo! Okay, this is how I know where to be in the frame. We're like the cow whisperers, babe. I wanted to take a moment and just thank the cows. Like, they were really cooperative. Obviously, Maria is the cow whisperer. What a beautiful day. The light is amazing. You know, having a little bit of cloud cover has been perfect because I can shoot all day. The light's not overly harsh. But Willie's waiting. Let's roll. So one of the things that, you know, I thought is like, I want to capture a lot of images, photos of the Texas state flag. And we passed one, and like 2 seconds later, there's another one in the street sign. So having a theme or having some kind of idea of like, these are the kind of images, the B-roll, and the story, the narrative that I want to tell.
Texas flag flapping in the wind. Sun goes down, the night rolls in. Fiddle cries and brothels fall. Texas do joint plates on.
And on we go. Leave yourself a little note.
Texas.
Okay, let's go see what Willie has to say, you think?
I need it right now. Brisket barbecue from a beautiful cow. Barbecue. It tastes so sweet.
Wow.
Barbecue.
Texas.
Delicious smoked meat. Delicious smoked meat.
So, you know, we're here right now hanging out. This is our second state park. One of the things that's so amazing is that these parks have been literally empty. And the last park we were at, I chatted with these two gentlemen, really one dude about my age, a little bit younger, probably his dad. And I didn't have any preconceived notions or, you know, filming in public, or it was quiet. There was no one around. And it's such a great way to get started. And I just struck up a conversation, you know, wow, what a great day. And he said, yeah, we drove all the way to Austin last week to do some fishing. And by the time he got into the water, again, fishing in a kayak, I said, hey, do you mind if I film you a bit? No problem. Mind if I capture some footage of you?
Go for it.
Right on. And that was that. So I think just showing up and getting out and participating, and if this is something you want to do, giving it a go. And I got to tell you, it's just been so very rewarding. The sun right now, this is ideal conditions. And this is like, you've probably heard it a million times. But the fact of the matter is, you're either filming when the light is beautiful or not. And nothing comes close to this. Not the camera you buy, phone, fancy camera. Soft, beautiful light is everything. And there's this little trick I like to do. Shooting on a camera really can be a pain in the ass. You got filters and settings, and there's so much to learn. But I do like the end result. I don't think it matters. I mean, here's the thing. If you want to get a camera, get a camera. If you don't think it's enough, I think it's enough. But like, do you. Try to get out there. Try to make it happen. What I do know, beyond a shadow of a doubt, is nobody is here. Day 3, and I had some big expectations. I was so excited to see the Texas Hill Country wildflowers that I had read about for ages. But sadly, upon waking up, thunderstorms, rain showers, and they were forecasted to last all day long. Regardless, we grabbed some coffee, made a plan, and headed out to Tandy Hills near Fort Worth. But with the gloomy conditions, I really wasn't sure until I remembered that special yellow jacket. So this is the reality today. I'm trying to find a location. I know this park has a great location with the city in the backdrop. Maria's got this great coat on, yellow. It's perfect for the kind of photo I thought about for a while. I can't find the location. There's the city. We're getting close. Ah, there it is. But it was what happened next that really blew me away, and it reminded me of a really important lesson. You see, I had these images in my head that I was trying to capture, but I had an incredible opportunity right in front of me with this little dog and Maria. Really cool portraits that featured both. For me, it's been so easy for me to get hyper-focused on something I have in my head, and I miss, again, the thing that's right in front of me. Wow, you know, I look at the photos, and they're not bad. I'm really grateful that I was able to capture great photos with Maria and the dog, but that wasn't the plan. And if I would have been just a little bit more observant in the moment and thought, you know, capture both of these great subjects, the dog and Maria, and use the right focal length, the aperture, and so on, that would have been awesome. But I was so focused on just Maria. It just goes to show you it is challenging in the moment to deviate, but it's something that I've had to learn again and again, and maybe this will help you. When you see an opportunity, take it. What a beautiful day. I'm so excited about being outside, filming, capturing, telling stories, and documenting. Incredible. Yes, exactly, babe. All of that. I'm excited to see this.
Maria and blue bonnets in the shade.
Whew.
Why is it clouds and the rain, the damn rain? But blue, 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 blue bonnet, blue bonnet, shining bright till day is done, growing wild along the road, painting Texas like a coat, soft and sweet.
Wow, baby.
Really pretty, huh?
Yeah.
So glad we have that jacket. Yellow jacket.
Uh-huh.
Yes! You know what's funny is this area is disgusting with so much garbage and crap. It's sad that people litter. I'm doing my best not to step on the flowers. Honestly, I probably did one, but I'm very aware. But this just, it kind of makes me sad. For a rainy day, we were having all kinds of fun as we headed into Fredericksburg to grab some dinner and a little R&R. And I was so much more comfortable with shooting photos and videos as we waited for our food and just generally exploring and creating with my camera. I learned some really big important lessons that I want to share. One of the things you'll hear again and again is to really capture as much footage as you can. Different angles, different focal lengths. Now, focal lengths, you know, use your iPhone, 0.5, 1, 2, 5, whatever you have. Just trying different things. But understanding the story you're going to tell, the topic you're going to cover before you start shooting is really helpful. You can't really capture the video you need unless you know what to shoot. But it's these trees that really highlight such a powerful point, and that is to look for the shot. And as you're filming and whatnot, think about the edit and what it's going to look like before you shoot anything. Knowing when I get to the Texas state line, I want to have a little dance party, I want to film in slow motion, I want to capture a few different things, is perfect. And then at the same time, being aware of what's happening in the moment and capturing that too. Plan for the sunset or the sunrise and look for the best shots possible. Anytime I'm out and about, I'm always looking for something that's going to look beautiful. And when I saw these trees, I knew right away the kind of photo I wanted to capture. And I used my camera, but you can do the same thing with cinematic mode on an iPhone or really any kind of phone that allows you to blur the background. Because one of the great ways to create depth and interest in your photo is to play with blur and really making a photo pop. And the way these trees were planted, I knew I could line up Maria with her kind of near the trees, and it would really create a photo that offered some visual interest with the trunks, the branches, and so on. Depth for the win. As we headed towards San Antonio, I really did miss some really amazing opportunities. This might be one of my favorite filming locations now that it's springtime. I said it already, so excited. But I wanted to talk about the music that I created specifically with a new tool. Now it's been out for a while, but it's new to me. And I was able to create content, audio, songs, background tracks, instrumentals, and even songs based on the scene like Maria in the Blue Bonnets and more. Incredible. Yes, exactly, babe. All of that. I'm excited to see this.
Maria and blue bonnets in the shade.
Whew. And I use this tool called Suno.ai. On the screen now is another video that goes over that. Click on that video, I'll see you there, and I can't wait to tell you all about it. You dig?